And we start off with the defending division champs, the Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions, of course, have a bye in week number 8. So they have a total of 7 games prior to that, and this is how it goes for them. They have, of course, you can see the preseason. The guys in the studio have updated that for us. So they have 3 preseason games of the Atlanta Falcons, the Miami Dolphins, and the Houston Texans. And then, of course, they jump right into the season with September 7th, week 1. It is a primetime, well, not a primetime game, but a national televised game, at Green Bay, home against the Chicago Bears, and then on a Monday night at the Baltimore Ravens. So that's going to be tough right there. Then they go to Cleveland, and then they have 3 straight home games before the bye. So they'll be taking that will take place at Ford Stadium, home against the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, a nationally televised game on Fox. Then they have a Sunday night game against Kansas City, and then a Monday night football game. Wow. So an 8-day difference there against the Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm looking at this right here with the departure of the 2 coordinators now becoming head coaches, one for the Bears and one for the Jets. It's going to be rough. I say 3-5.
That's a pretty tough schedule to start off the gate, right? Packers are a damn good team, right? Bears, everybody's is expecting to improve. This is first of all, the toughest division last year in sports, right? Every team was battling for that NFC North Championship all the way into the end. Especially the Packers, Vikings, and Lions were for sure were, right? So Packers are good. Bears, everybody's expecting to improve. Ravens are the Ravens. They're the Ravens. They're good. They still have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry who are going to run all over you. And then Bengals can score with anybody. Chiefs are the Chiefs. That's a pretty tough schedule to start it off the first 7 weeks. And the Bucks are a good squad too.
Yeah, and it's not just that. It is at Baltimore. So on a Monday night football, I mean, that's where Lamar, comes out of the bathroom and then, he puts on a show. So
sure. And then, like you said, losing both of your coordinators in the same year, that's tough, and it's going to take some time for them to adjust. And I think that's going to show, especially like that week 1 against the Packers. I expect the Packers to win that game coming out the gate, and that because of those early struggles that come with losing both of those coordinators.
So after the bye, of course, prior to the bye, they had 3 favorable home games, so there's not that much travel. Then after the bye, they still stay at home. They host the Minnesota Vikings in week 9. And then they go 2 away games before another 3-game home stretch at Washington, at Philadelphia Eagles on a Sunday night. Then they have those 3 home games, home against the Giants, home against the Green Bay Packers, home against the Dallas Cowboys on a Thursday night. Then they have at the LA Rams, home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, so they don't have to travel in that cold weather as we talked about in a previous video. Then they have at Minnesota on Christmas. That's where Netflix is going to jump in. So make sure you update that subscription.
Does the NFL hate the Lions families? Like they don't get Thanksgiving or Christmas with their families?
I think so. So you're taking them away from
a Thanksgiving game and a Christmas game. No family time.
Right, no family time. Thanksgiving and Christmas. Wow. And then they end the season home TBD against the Chicago Bears. So that was that quick plug for Netflix. But let's go back here. We have a total of after the bye, we had a total of 10 games. I see it as, wow, this is tough, man.
They have a tough overall schedule this year. I mean, that's expected when you're the number 1 team. You play that number 1 schedule, right? So the schedule improves, and this is a tough one. I even though they're my Commanders or my Washington team, they're my favorite team. I think they win that game, only because I think Dan Campbell's going to be banging that in their head, like, hey, remember these guys beat us in the playoffs last year when we were the number 1 seed. I think we're going to do all this stuff, right? So I think he's gonna be banging that in their heads early, even in training camp. So I could see them beating Washington. But yeah, they have a tough schedule.
I see them going. Ugh. Wow, 7-10.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a slip back for them.
Yeah,
Um, I think they're more in like the 8 or 9 win range, but
right.
it's not. They're not going to have. What would they have last year? 13 wins, 14 wins,
Yep,
14,
yep.
14 wins. Yeah, so yeah, definitely a year where they're going to step back, and that's a tough schedule to go through.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's jump.